Welcome to the Journey with Nichole YouTube channel. We're going to do a pick a card, pick a crystal reading today. Just clearing the air here, clearing the energy with some Palo Santo. And go ahead and take a moment, and we've got pile number 1, which is Sapphire, pile number 2, Selenite, pile number 3, clear quartz. Go ahead and take a moment. Timestamps will be listed down below in the description. And we're going to go ahead and get started on pile number 1. Let me take these and put these off to the side. Pile number 2 and pile number 3. And get going with pile number 1. Okay, welcome, welcome, pile number 1. Amazonite. Hematite. Let's just bring in the hematite. I have some hematite right here. Hematite. Larimar. Here's some Larimar right here. Brutilated quartz. Amethyst. Zeolite. All right. All right. Okay. I feel that some serious grounding is okay. Let me just tell you my instinctually before we even get into the meanings of the crystals and the cards. Instinctually here, there's no doubt about it that the end is a favorable, good ending. There's no doubt about that. What I do see is something has caused for the miracle healing in this deck, for this card to come up. This is a very, very deep, serious situation. With the death card coming with it, it also makes me feel like something major has just happened. There has been a major upheaval in your life, very serious. This isn't just you had a flat tire at the grocery store type thing. This is a very serious situation that you're either presently in or are experiencing, because right next to it we have the 9 of Swords, and this is about causing, like, you're in major anguish, you're in major upheaval, life, there's something very serious going on. Now, with the crystals, it shows, so we can just, before we go further with this, with the crystals, we see that that's only one of the possibilities, because Amazonite is about the middle of the road, about taking a moment to calm, to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel type thing. And with this miracle healing, this is one of the avenues of that middle of the road. And chances are the fact that the service card came with the Larimar, that's about being able to show your skills and your testimony, basically, for helping others moving forward with this. So I have a feeling that this situation, due to its severity and the fact that you're needing so much spiritual grounding at this time and balancing and root chakra balancing, is because this is so serious. But because it's so serious, once you can clear through this, it's going to take a while, because you've got the related quartz here, you've got a little bit of, it looks like it's gonna, you'll pass through it easily. with some balance, but use that for good use. Use that to be able to help others and be of service to others. I'm going to do a little bit of chakra balancing with my chakra wand right here. Anytime anything like this comes up with the colors like this, it's a reminder to balance. I can see because there's been so much upheaval, or that there is about to be so much upheaval, you're going to need some serious spiritual grounding, and hematite is the absolute best stone to use for grounding. And the reason why is the hematite's the only stone that activates the Earth Star chakra. The Earth Star chakra is below our feet, and it's outside of the normal realm of our chakras. And with all of this right here, something very serious has happened and is happening. And but guess what? All it takes is that grounding, that energetic grounding. Because the reason this needs to show you, you need to see this part here, because you have the intuition in the third, and this is activating your third eye chakra. See how we have a very balanced crystal energy here of a lot of the, almost all the chakras energies are being represented. This gives you your full throttle for going forward, because if you see the Three of Swords, it's also about despair and lack of confidence, and wanting to retreat and have that feeling of lack of freedom. But there's reminder up here with this feather and this hawk that there is freedom in all of this, and it does take some grounding, and maybe that's why he's sitting on the ground. It's needing some, and here's that light through the darkness, just like with this, the light through the darkness. It's all right there. It's all right there. The light coming up from up above the tree roots there. So it's all right there. And then you've got this vibrant energy that comes in, this Prince of Wands energy that's, it's so energetic. It's so fiery. It's so, I can take on the world type of energy. It's got that fiery power that can overcome anything. And with it being with the happiness and the intuition here, it's about being able to see forward and have your armor on with your energetic field and your beautiful peaceful way of going through this. And then we have the mouse, and the mouse energy is about paying attention to what's going on, being very meticulous about crossing the T's and dotting the I's at this point. And chances are the reason you need to scrutinize like this is because all of this miracle healing that you've just recently gone through, in this very troublesome time that you were able to heal from, has caused you to see things that you didn't normally necessarily see in those predatory type of actions prior. The mouse has a lot of predators. If you think about it, there's it's meat for a lot of people or a lot of animals, and so I think that when you can come out of that type of energy and be triumphant like that with that Prince of Wands, young, innocent type of energy, and know that you're still going to be fulfilled, because a lot of people would look at this whole situation here, oh my gosh, I need miracle healing, and I got the Nine of Swords and the Death card, and This is all this anguish and lack of confidence, and you know, it can be a woe is me type of thing. But then when you have the Prince of Wands right here showing that, you know, and the amethyst is all about overcoming major obstacles. This is usually my card that I use for overcoming addictions. That's how strong and powerful the amethyst is. And so with the Prince of Wands and the energetic energy and that fiery energy to move forward, I think that's where you're going to be called into your service. But with the middle of the road coming up right in the beginning, you basically have the two paths. You can take this path of despair and go with it on a long, treacherous journey and invite the miracle healing in when you're able. Or you can take that miracle healing right off the bat and then come with this Prince of Wands energy and this happiness, amethyst type of energy, and be able to move forward with moving, showing service to others through what you've learned. And then we have the Zeolite, which is about direction, consciousness, and guidance. Zeolite is highly favored in Reiki work as it aids attunement and alignment of the physical and etheric bodies. It absorbs negative energy, toxins, and other maleficent energies. It can enhance healing response and works well. It can enhance healing response and works well with other crystals. It facilitates the raising of consciousness and the gaining of wisdom in order to find purpose and direction in life. So with this being like kind of in this position, it's kind of showing you where to go with this middle of the road. Now, on a crystal effect, I want to show you, you have a couple of throat chakra energy. So we've got root chakra, we've got throat chakra. This is also heart chakra energy. So we have basically everything, almost all of the chakras represented here for some balancing and alignment. And once you can really like stand with yourself and know that you have this balanced energy that you're ready to put forth, then everything just unfolds in its perfect accordance. And then you have the happiness card. So it's about spreading the joy and seeing how you can overcome this, whether it be a grief, something strong like a departure of some sort, of some kind of relationship. It's just the fact that you can get the miracle healing is so comforting in all of this. It's so, you know, you have the Death card, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords, and then right here with it you have the miracle healing. So this should be giving you lots of hope and lots of comfort, knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like in both of these cards, in all of these cards, there's that light at the end of the tunnel. So I have a feeling you just stay grounded and you can overcome it very quickly. And if you have hematite, it's what you're being called to use. It's the most grounding, strong, powerful grounding stone there is. The reason it's mirrored is actually because it's polished. If you were to scratch it, the red dust actually could come out, which the red dust is the root chakra grounding energy. So let this be a reflection as well. Having hematite like this, have like this big reflection of what's going on, and let it mirror back to you so you can heal quickly through this. Thank you so much, pile number one. I appreciate you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, And I look forward to having another reading with you very, very soon. Thank you so much. Peace out. We're going to go ahead and get started on pile number 2, the Selenite. Pile number 2, the Selenite. Thank you, thank you. Pile number 2, the Selenite. I'm going to just do a little Palo Santo here, clear the energy from pile number 1, just to make sure we've got some nice clearing energy. Get ready for Palo Santo. Get ready for Selenite for pile number 2. There we go. Here we go, Selenite. Thank you, pile number 2, for joining me on the Journey with Nichole YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and turn over our cards here. See what we have. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is for pile number 2. What messages do we have for pile number 2 for Selenite? Okay. All right, pile number 2. Well, I'll tell you intuitively the first couple things that stand out to me. First of all, let me bring in the crystals that I have for the kyanite. We've got turquoise, moonstone right here, lapis lazuli right here, and I don't have any opal or sulfur. Okay, so first off, what the raven is about magic. The raven represents magic, and the forming of something incredible, right? So we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups first. Now the Four of Cups is about a time to retreat, a little bit of emotional turmoil, but really you make it out just fine. It's not like a major destructive type of energy. It's more of just some emotional turmoil. You've got your 2 cups here that you're looking at that have the golden elixir in them. Then you have the 2 cups here that's pouring the black on darkness onto you. So it's really, you've got all this support around you. You have different help, but you're just kind of wallowing right now. But you do have the 6 of Wands, and that's all about the take on energy and the invincibility of it. With the World, it's kind of the happily ever after. Everything, it comes into its full completion. So, and with it being right by the Four of Cups here, it looks like there's been a blossoming period. This is your first card. And just as the lotus flower blooms out of the murky water, so too our spirits blossom from the depths of our fears. And the quote is, "The day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." That's by Aeneas Nin. Now, with the inner child and the devil here, it's like you've come into this new beauty about yourself, right? You've blossomed into this lotus flower. You've come from dark, murky waters, right? You realize how magical you really are with this Raven card. You've gone deep in and done some inner child work that has brought up some guilt, could be a little bit of shame, some basically deceptive things about yourself that are just And anytime you do get the Devil card, it's all about just ignoring or not wallowing in those thoughts that have come through, because they're just thoughts. That's all they are, is just thoughts. So that could be like having a little bit of wound with the inner child there. Now, I want to discuss some of the crystals here. There is a lot of a lot of throat chakra energy. So this is about, there's some kind of communication. We even have the throat chakra energy here too. So kyanite is about clear, precise thinking and the ability to be able to clearly communicate that. It's about being in perfect alignment. It's about being able to gather lots of information from different sources and align them into perfection and be able to communicate them in a very clear, concise manner. On that same note, the lapis lazuli is about being able to be very clear about what the decision should be. So the kyanite is like the gatherer and organizer of all of the information and keeping it in a clear, concise pattern for the ability to communicate. The lapis lazuli is like the problem solver. So it's after you're able to get this all clearly organized, which is great because this doesn't always come easily, this problem resolved. And the fact that you have this with the emotional magnification, I'll explain that in a second. But this is now, your problem is now resolved, and now you're able to communicate how to resolve this problem in a very clear, concise manner. And then to top it all off, you have the turquoise. And the turquoise is about balance. So you have balance and alignment here, right? Balance and alignment. And the turquoise is about balancing the true and communicating what you feel deep in your heart, and the deep ancestral type of heart, inner child type of energy. It's kind of like this. It matches real well with this type of energy here. Okay. So with all of, and now let me explain the opal. The opal is very similar. I actually refer to it a lot like the hematite, the polished hematite, because the opal, any way, different way you look at it, there's going to be some beautiful, beautiful radiance about it. Okay. Now you have to just picture looking at an opal, and I wish I had one here to show you, but you can look at it in one way and it's beautiful and it reflects all this different beautiful energy. You look at it in another way and it's still beautiful in its same power, but it looks completely different. That's kind of what this is here with the physical radiance. Almost like the raven that's able to transform magically. It's in that same realm of the physical radiance. You're able to basically take on the world. You know, I know this is all about a completion. It's a beauty of a completion, but it can't happen until you can see the beauty in all of the whole, seeing that beauty in that murky water, you know, being able to see that beauty in the snake and being able to see that beauty in the different aspects that made this whole completion possible. So, and then we have the moonstone. Now with the moonstone, it's let's see, it provides deep emotional healing and encourages clear-sighted and open-minded understanding of emotional traumas. So it's used for calming the emotions and soothing the traumas, which is kind of like Four of Cups energy. It helps open the self to the inevitability of change, the inevitability of change, allowing us to let go. It brings the unconscious into conscious and helps heal old emotional wounds. So, and which is kind of what this Four of Cups is doing. It just wants to move forward from those emotional wounds. And with the Six of Wands and the fiery energy moving forward, you know, this is great news. It's like you're focused, you're able to make it past this inner child work and this I almost feel like with the Devil card with the inner child, it's kind of like this, it was the murky water. You came out of that murky water, and this is what it's showing you. And now the fiery Six of Wands, you know, you move forward. Let me see if I can just read Six of Wands. Triumph, victory achieved, get your desired recognition, fine-tune your pathway to success. So it's kind of, and that's kind of the way it is, like get rid of what you didn't need. And this is, you really needed to get rid of this, and it looks like you did very very successfully, because you have the lotus flower here with great success, and you're able to do that. But the emotional turmoil part of it still kind of lingers on. But then you get the World card, and it all comes into completion. It's complete. You're able to actually complete this whole cycle and move magically forward. With the Raven here, it shows how you can magically move forward into your new blossoming life and be that lotus flower. The Moonstone can help with some emotional healing. So if you have any of these stones, Moonstone, turquoise, lapis lazuli, opal, kyanite, or sulfur, these are great crystals and stones to use that can help in your healing process. But it all looks very favorable. You start out with the lotus, you're blooming beautifully. There's just some things that, the emotional things that you'll have to kind of overcome. But with the Six of Wands, it's like you know the direction you're going. You have that's what this, you gathered all your information, you know, you've organized it, you cleared it, you're able to communicate it now. And lots and lots of throat chakra energy here. So I encourage you to please communicate what you want to communicate. Use your voice, you know, to be heard here, because you have so much. It's really calling you to communicate something. So I have a feeling it's okay. And that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me on Journey with Nichole YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and peace out. Okay, we're going to get going on pile number 3. Put this away, which is the clear quartz. Clear quartz. Okay. Here we go. Pile number 3. Welcome, pile number 3. Pick the clear quartz. This is one of my favorite chunks. I always keep this one with me. Okay, what do we have? Thank you so much for being here. Pile number 3, clear quartz. We have the Fool, which is the sacred clown in this deck, which is the Starman Tarot. The Fool, which is new beginnings, out to embark. And then we have the Tower, the Four of Swords. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is like Well, was wondering which one was going to be the dramatic pile. And let's just bring this down here. Okay, okay. Clear calcite. We've got some bear energy there. Heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra. And this has two of them, and they're both love. I was only pulling one, so this somehow, one of these got snuck in, but if you look at them, they're both about love. Acceptance of love, and let love be your beacon. And then we've got rose quartz, so I'm going to bring in my rose quartz because that's about love. It replaces negative energies, and what it doesn't transmute. It actually replaces the negative energies with love. That's what it does. So I've got a few here. We'll just bring those in. And then and I have some Aventine, which is about new opportunities, which is what the Fool is saying here. Okay, so it looks like, for one, it looks like there is some love involved. Now, it doesn't like appear to be like lots of romantic love. So this isn't just a love reading. This is also a deep love for something, and how you're letting love be your guiding light to your new opportunities and your new adventures. So this can be a love relationship, but it can also be something that you love, that you're moving forward and towards. There is a couple energies here that are asking for quiet time, and that is the Four of Swords, the Bear, and the Bougie Stone. Now, this is all about, not that there is anything troublesome, it's just, it's in its perfect harmony that when you have something major that you're about to embark on, and some kind of tower moment where old beliefs and other things are being broken down, and your new opportunities, and you're about to go on new opportunities and go on this new path with very little knowledge and very little experience, but lots of fiery passion. If you can see the fire coming out of his finger there, it's like, oh yeah, it's there now. And these three are asking you to quietly contemplate. It's okay that you don't have all the knowledge, and that you're gonna basically, because this is the Fool card of the tarot, go step off that cliff and go out and, take that huge leap of faith that very few will do. It will require you to bring in some balancing, grounding, but quiet time, contemplation time. You've got a lot going on, but stay grounded, stay aligned. If you can see, look how perfectly these cards are telling you to just be in perfect alignment. They say it right there. So with that note, I am going to bring in my chakra wand in case there is some chakra alignment needed. We'll just do that, send that energy over the cards into you if you need any balancing of your chakras. This is my chakra wand. I use this a lot. This is definitely for balancing of your chakras, okay? Doesn't mean open them all up. It means balance them, okay? So this quiet time is going to be very imperative for the success of this new opportunity and this new adventure that this new path you're about to take, okay? Now, this tower moment, I feel, has to do with something in your past life. It's a recurring situation that keeps coming up, which is why maybe the Wheel of Fortune is here. So you have this same situation that's always coming around, right? And this Tower moment is the time to say, this is the last time that I deal with this. Because since it's right after your path, it's right next to you with your sacred clown, the fool jumping off the cliff. This is about no more of this. Embrace everything about your past lives, but this hamster wheel really has to stop. And everything that's been guiding you in the past is not in alignment, with all this. It's not in alignment, like with the Four of Swords and with your new path. Okay, this is telling you it's time to let the love be the beacon and the guiding light for this new path. And whereas in the past, it doesn't sound like love was the guiding light. It was something that continually gets you in the same situation every time, and it goes full circle, just like a hamster. You're on a hamster wheel and you're going in, you think you're going somewhere and you think you're going forward, but you're being called to really be seriously honest with yourself. And that's not the way it's about to go. It needs to have the full disclosure, the full honesty, where the love is the guiding light, and that is what is going to be the guiding light for this new adventure and this new opportunity, which could possibly be a love relationship. There's a lot of love relationship here, love and family. So the connected card, same thing. It's the heart chakra. It's all about being connected and moving forward with a type of, like, not going in the same motion pattern. It's kind of like you don't, like this talks about looking people in the eyes and saying thank you, and actually just really truly having that human or animal connection that hasn't been so in the past. And that's what this tower is about, to just break down that old belief of you had to be this strong person that was vibrant and love was weak, and you basically did everything but love, and it keeps getting you into the same situation over and over again. And eventually there's a time where that you keep getting yourself in this situation, that this keeps coming up in every single life of yours, possibly multiple times in multiple past lives, including this one. So right now it's time to take that universal mind, the clear calcite, take the universal mind, balance yourself, quiet yourself, go within, keep it nice and calm and quiet. And then you're able to move forward with all this love energy and this new adventure, and be able to have that alignment that allows something so new that you didn't even know it was possible at this point to be so wonderful. There's really very, very few obstacle cards here, because even the Tower card isn't an obstacle. It's what has happened to get you to this point of wanting to just take that leap of faith and go off. It's like right here, you're done. I'm done with all that. I'm done with all that. I'm going to calm. I am all about meditating, Lots of meditation cards here. Lots of meditation cards. I'm going to meditate. I found a new love in this meditation, a new type of connection. I'm done with the hamster wheel. I've got a new type of purpose, a new type of drive. I don't know all the answers. I don't have all the education or the skills to know what to do, but I do, and I know that there's going to be, like, you see the diamond in the trap. There's going to be lots of traps and things that are going to want to ensnare me and throw me off of my path. But with this fiery energy right here, and you take the rest you need, you hibernate, take your time. When you're in full force, you're in full force, aren't you, Bear? But when it's time to hibernate, it's time to relax, it's time to meditate, and it's time to balance out all of your energies. That is truly going to be the success of this endeavor. If it's love, the acceptance of love, if it's love, there's no doubt about it, it's going to be successful if you keep everything in a nice balance. It's okay to go into okay, put it this way. If you're wondering if you should take this leap of faith in this love situation, you have a lot of go-tos. I mean, green lights that say yes, go to it. I mean, literally green everywhere, right? What this is saying is it will be successful with all of this if you break down that old belief that has continually come up in your past love relationships that bring you to demise. So it's all up to you as far as embracing that fresh new energy and knowing that if you don't react the same ways you have in the past and you keep in alignment, all those new loving opportunities are right before you. I think this is really cool. I think this is a wonderful reading. I think that you are just you're so self-aware. You're so in tune. It looks like very, very in tune, very aware, very cautious and strong. And there's no weakness here at all. It's about just letting that go, that thing that keeps messing it up every time. Whatever it is, you've got to get down to the core of it and let it go, because it's continually messing it up. And all this love in this heart and beautiful connected love energy wants to come into your field, and you're still stuck on this hamster wheel of not being able to let go of this, whatever it is. So embrace the new life. Forget about this. Whatever type of attitude or personality or facade that you've been putting on for so many lifetimes that has kept you from your true happiness and your true love and life and perfect alignment. It's now, I mean, this is it. Especially if you're an Aries. This is the Aries card, so that's you. So I wish you well. I wish you much success. I wish you much success in being able to get rid of this, because everything else is just so fantastic. It's so beautiful. Lots and lots of heart chakra energy. Just the calming of the mind. You know, it's very cool. I'm very happy for you. I wish you well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and peace out.